Today I'm house hunting in the Murcia region of Spain's Mediterranean coast. It's a landscape of contrast, from dramatic peaks to hidden coves, and a place that's not only popular with beach-loving buyers, but those who love to explore the stunning interior landscape too.
I'm Laura Hamilton, and for the past 12 years I've been buying and renovating property with a fair bit of success. Over the last 4 years I've been helping people to find their dream home both in the UK and overseas. We've been checking up on the property market in popular winter sun destinations around the world, hunting high and low for the most incredible properties at fantastic prices. This time I'm exploring in Spain, where property prices have finally gone up for the first time in 8 years. But, as you will see, every destination is different. One thing they all have in common though, is if you know where to look and how to look, you can still find incredible bargains.
Today's house hunters are Narinder Bedi and his mum Surinder from London. They're looking for a holiday home that they and their whole family can enjoy. British-born Narinder is a business analyst in the city, so escaping the stress of his job is key, whilst his mum Surinder believes the pace of life and climate here in Spain is similar to that of her native India.
29-year-old Narinder left his home city of Leeds for a great job in the city of London. 4 years ago, his parents decided it was time to close their newsagents and move south to live with him.
We made a family decision to bring my parents down. All of our other family members are all abroad, so it's even more important for us to stay together.
Having left India over 40 years ago, Surinder misses the sunshine. She suggested they club together and buy a holiday home for the whole family. Narinder's 2 sisters, one who lives locally and the other in Canada, plus her 6 grandchildren.
My family is coming together, so that's my dream.
My mum's instigated it, and if I can do one small thing to pay her back with for all the hard work that she's done for us, then yeah, that's really why we want to do it.
I wish everybody have a son like my son.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, thanks.
After many happy holidays in Spain, Surinder and Narinder thought it would make the perfect location for a family holiday home. Narinder is also looking forward to taking friends out to relax.
Go out there and just really unwind, because I don't really get to do that here. Quite a stressful job. I'll probably be doing a lot of partying and clubbing with my friends.
Maybe I can go by myself with it.
She said that she's going to go by herself, yeah. She's a bit worried. Maybe.
Maybe.
Armed with a cash budget of £70,000 made up of his savings with some help from mum and dad, Narinder has spent 2 years checking out properties on the internet. Now he and Surinder can't wait to put their plan into action.
We're definitely going to be buying out there if we find exactly what we want. And, you know, if my mum likes it and I like it, then there's no stopping us.
We're going to pull out all the stops to find Narinder and Surinder and their family the ideal property here in the Murcia region of southeast Spain. Sitting between Valencia to the north and Andalusia to the south, its 150-mile stretch of Mediterranean coastline is famed for its blue flag beaches. With over 3,000 hours of sunshine a year and its own airport with regular budget flights from the UK, it's the perfect holiday bolt hole. As one of the 10 cheapest places to buy property in Spain, its resorts have proved popular with foreign buyers, and there are now just over 230,000 expats living here.
Agents in Murcia are reporting average price drops of up to 50% since the economic crash. But for the first time in 6 years, the average price of property across the whole of Spain has recently seen a small increase.
I'm meeting local agent Hugh James to get his take on the latest trends.
Spain is now officially out of recession. Over the last 12 months, I think we've been on a 10% increase in property sales, but the increase on values has probably only been 1 or 2%.
And who's buying these apartments? Where are they from?
70% Spanish, but from an overseas point of view, still the British. Now we're finding a lot of Belgians, a lot of Dutch and French buyers coming into the market.
What's the average reduction you can get when it comes to putting in an offer?
It's still a market where you put in an offer against the advertised for sale price, but don't expect that it will come down by more than 10%.
With the market showing signs of picking up, it looks like Narinder and Surinder have come house hunting just in time, and I can't wait to get started. But first I want to find out what's on their property checklist.
Narinda and Surinder, welcome to Murcia.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a holiday home for quite a number of people, isn't it?
Yes, the plan is to get everybody together, so not just me and my mum, but all of like my niece and nephews, bring all the grandkids, and the idea is to bring the families together, getting everybody to enjoy themselves in the sun.
How often do you plan to use this place?
We plan to use it quite often, so I would say every single chance there's a bank holiday or a few days off from work. So throughout the year really.
And when you're not using it, your mum will be using it, your sister will be using it. There's always going to be somebody to use it. What about when family isn't using it? Do you plan to rent it out at all?
Yes.
It's great to have the option there. So if there's rental income that you can get from having a property here, then that's great.
What are you wanting then, Surinder, property-wise? What are you looking for?
Looking for a 3-bedroom. Definitely 2 needed.
Yeah.
So definitely 2.
Definitely 2.
Ideally 3.
Ideally 3.
Yeah.
And what else is important?
Quite kind of open plan living, somewhere close to the beach. Great if it's like 10 minutes walking, is brilliant.
Maybe half an hour if you're walking is no big difference.
No,
yeah.
it becomes
Half an hour walking distance from amenities?
No beach,
From the beach?
That's quite far. That's quite
not
far.
too far either, for,
Okay, we're gonna have a bit of a place, I think. Yeah.
Do you know that there are lots of golf courses around here?
Yes, we do, yes.
Do you play a bit of golf, Surinder?
No, maybe I tried.
But that's great for rental potential.
Yes, exactly.
So you're both putting money in together?
Yep. I mean, I'm going to be funding a lot of it, but Mum's going to be helping out.
And what are you giving me to spend?
My maximum budget's up to £70,000.
Right, well, I'll be honest, for 3 bedrooms, that's probably going to be pushing it. It's quite a tight budget in this area anyway, especially if you want to be as close to the beach as possible. Is there any flexibility in the budget?
Not really, that's kind of our maximum. Ideally want something with, like a villa or a house, but maybe something else could also be an option.
You'd be open to looking at apartments?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Come on.
We're beginning our search around 8 miles inland at a private residential development, Matharon Country Club. Built around a tree-lined avenue just 40 minutes from the airport, there's plenty here to keep Narinda, Surinder and the whole family entertained on holiday, including a communal pool, tennis courts and a poolside bar and restaurant. The residents' social club also lay on coach trips and classes, including yoga and Spanish.
Welcome to Matharon Country Club.
Wow, brilliant.
We've got 750 properties here. About 80% of those are occupied by British people.
Okay, great scenery, palm trees.
Beautiful.
But it's great, I mean, even for the kids, right? So there's like swimming pool facilities and, beautiful location, tennis courts and other kind of things that you can do as a community, which I think is great.
It's a little shop here, a cafe over there.
Okay.
The swimming pool you have to pay for, £3 per person.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's
That's
reasonable,
fine.
yeah.
So you ready to see the first property?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
It's just a 5-minute walk from here.
Okay,
Oh,
brilliant.
that's good.
Come on then.
This urbanisation was completed in 2007 and properties here are around 25% cheaper than on the coast. There are 1-bedroom bungalows for sale for as little as £50,000. I know Narinda and Surinder originally had their hearts set on a villa, so I'm delighted we've managed to find one that's in their price range.
So, guys, brought you to the first property. A 2-bedroom, semi-detached villa. What do you think?
It looks quite nice from outside. It looks quite small, though. Generally...
Maybe look is inside.
Yeah, maybe looks can be deceiving, right?
Surinder, was this the kind of property you were expecting to see?
Look like it's India.
It looks like India.
No, yes.
Does
look
it?
like
Some of the
see,
newer houses in
similar
India are
house.
actually like this, so they're all in these kind of purpose-built developments.
This place has been on the market now for around a year, which isn't uncommon.
Okay.
It would have originally been priced at £150,000.
Wow, okay.
It's now priced at £68,000.
Wow.
Oh,
That's good.
What?
Should we head inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go and see it.
This semi-detached single-storey villa comes with a small private terrace and porch at the front and a spacious partly covered patio with uninterrupted mountain views at the back. Inside, the decor is fresh and neutral. The lounge diner is open plan with an archway through to a well-equipped kitchen. There's a smart tiled shower room and both bedrooms are doubles with fitted wardrobes. The English owners bought it off plan 10 years ago as a holiday home, but no longer get to visit as regularly. Despite the £68,000 asking price, I've been told they'll accept an offer of £60,000, and that includes all the furniture.
Come on in. Straight in, through the kitchen, into the lounge.
Compact, small. It's very small. I think we're quite tight to fit everybody in. For me, I need bigger spaces.
Yeah.
So the plan is to bring everybody together, my sisters and my nephews and nieces, and my parents as well. And I think to cater for a big family, it's not going to be big enough.
Well, let's think about how much time are you actually going to spend in the property and how much time are you going to spend outside. There's quite a big terrace out there. Should we go and have a look at that space?
Let's go and have a look, yeah.
Come on. Here is your outside space.
Great.
Great little area here.
Fantastic.
Which, subject to planning permission, you could put some glass screens around the outside.
Okay.
And create an extension of your living space that you're so concerned about.
That's a good option, right? Because you could extend this out. It's a great view, though. Amazing view.
So follow me this way into what would be your master bedroom.
Okay. Looking at that view, this looks like the best room in the house, so definitely the one that I think I'd take.
Have a look around the rest of the property. There is another bedroom. See if you can figure out how you would really make this work for the family. Okay. And then I'll meet up with you after you've had a good look around.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Okay. Got 2 single beds, that's quite good. Yeah, wardrobe space. Okay. It's a good size. It's all right for us, yeah. Shower and everything that you need. I guess we could extend it out, put the sofa bed here and extend outside into a terrace. For all the kids, I guess the kids could come here and sleep on the sofa bed, and we could use the rooms inside.
This bright semi-detached villa with 2 bedrooms and a generous terrace is just 15 minutes drive from the beach. The asking price of £68,000 is already inside budget, and the owners would happily sell for £60,000.
So, what did you make of it?
Smaller than we expected, but it's got potential.
From a rental point of view, an agent's indicated to me that you would get between £200 and £400 a week, depending on low and high season. How does that sound?
That's very good. It's very good.
Biggest concern is it's quite a predominantly British area, and we would like to have a mix of both cultures. So it'd be good to have some expats, but it'd also be good to have some native Spanish people as well, maybe closer to the beach.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
On we go.
Coming up, it's a promising start at this first-floor apartment.
Feels bigger.
Bigger.
It feels much bigger than the other place.
Today I'm house hunting here in the Murcia region of southern Spain with London-based workaholic Narinder and his mum Surinder. They're hoping to find the perfect holiday home for the whole family to enjoy.
Armed with a budget of £70,000, we started our search 15 minutes from the coast at the Matharon Country Club, which is popular with British owners. I showed Narinder and Surinder a semi-detached villa with an asking price of £68,000 that they could get for just £60,000. But they thought it was too small inside and felt they preferred to be somewhere a little more Spanish and closer to the beach. So we're heading straight for the coast to the relaxed seaside town of Nuevo on the Bay of Matharon. Once a thriving fishing village, today it's the perfect holiday location with plenty of shops, supermarkets and places to eat, as well as this superb sheltered sandy beach, ideal for when Surinder's grandchildren come out to visit.
So guys, you wanted to come to a place that had a better mix of nationalities. Nuevo, around 38% of people living here are Spanish, 33% of people are British.
100% better, yeah, great.
As a town, it's a popular place for people to come to, as you can imagine, with this stunning beach. And one of the restaurants here, the cheapest menu in town, for £7, you can get a 3-course meal as their menu of the day.
Very good.
You wouldn't find that in London, would you, Narinder?
Never.
The property itself is just a 5-minute walk.
Unsurprisingly, with its sought-after coastal location and potential for holiday rentals, property here is a good deal more expensive than it is further inland. Agents say prices have dropped just 20% since the crash, and a villa with a pool here can set you back well over £200,000. But Narinder and his mum Surinder said they're willing to consider an apartment, and we've found one in this well-cared-for complex that I hope will fit the bill.
Slightly different from the first place.
Yes, definitely.
An urbanisation where properties are built around the pool.
It's looking very good. It's very good. It's quite promising. It's close to the beach. Everything's walking distance.
It's an apartment that's just over there.
And I've always wanted a villa, so if it was that kind of property in this location, that would be better.
I just want you to be realistic again about your budget, because you won't get that style of property we've just seen in this location.
Okay. Well, this is a good compromise, right? We could probably work around that.
It's been on the market for about a year.
Okay.
It's actually priced at £72,000.
Okay.
I'm chatting to the agent. There wouldn't be much flexibility on the price. I personally believe you'd probably be able to get it for around £70,000.
Okay. It's bang on budget.
Let's head inside.
Yeah.
This first floor apartment has a more roomy lounge diner than the previous property, with a kitchen at one end and doors onto a Juliet balcony, and French doors leading onto a pretty balcony overlooking the shared pool at the other. There's a good-sized bathroom and 2 bedrooms. The British owners bought it for £80,000 when it was built 9 years ago. Having lived here for a long time, they've now moved back to the UK and have been letting it out for the last year and a half. The asking price of just over £71,500 is a shade over budget. But as cash buyers, I'm sure Narinder and his mum could get it a bit cheaper, and even the asking price is £8,000 less than it was all the way back in 2005.
Parking space.
That's it.
And then you'd come up these stairs. So first floor apartment.
It's good.
It has.
Feels bigger.
Bigger.
Yeah, it feels much bigger than the other place. It feels more practical. We could use this, right? You've got the kitchen, you've got the living space here. I like the towels. Yeah, actually looks quite nice, yeah.
Better than it before.
It's better than the other one, yeah.
Yeah.
So far, so good. I wonder what they'll make of the balcony.
Overlooking the pool is pretty good. It's a bit small for what you wanted. I know that you wanted quite a bigger space, but I think that and the beach makes up for it.
That's better,
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself spending most of your time here? Down by the pool or by the beach?
I think so. Going beach,
Yeah, same for me. I think beach would be probably, you know, for the kids. There's so much more open space. Yeah, and everybody would just go there and use this as a base to sleep.
We're seeing that this could work.
It's compact for the outside space, but the inside space makes up for it.
So it's an open plan style kitchen.
That's what we've got in London as well. So it works for us.
Surinder, do you do pretty much most of the cooking at home?
Yes.
Do you ever cook for your mum, Narinder?
No.
Not as much as I should do. No, it's mum normally cooking for me.
Well, could be the time to start in your Spanish holiday home.
Yeah.
Go and have a look at the rest of the property, and I'll meet up with you afterwards.
This is nice. It's more our style, something that I think we could adapt to. I think comparison to the other one, which was quite far from the beach and local shops, I think this makes more sense for us.
Yeah.
Ah, single bed.
Oh, single bed. Yeah.
But you could get a double in, I think. Just about. Maybe.
No.
It's a big single, right?
This first floor apartment has the 2 bedrooms and living space that Narinder and Surinder wanted. Plus, it's just minutes from the beach. The asking price of just over £71,500 is slightly more than they wanted to spend. But if they liked it, I'm sure I could get it on budget for them.
So where are we at with this one now?
Bathroom is okay, the kitchen is okay, the open plan is okay.
One of the bedrooms was good. The other one was slightly smaller. And also then there's steps as well. That's from a practicality point of view. So bringing the kids over, it's going to be more difficult.
Perhaps finding a property similar with a lift would work?
That would be really good. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't perfect, but I think we're making progress, and I've got high hopes for my next property. Before I take Narinder and his mum to see it, I want to find out more about what owning a holiday home in the sun really means to them.
This is an enormous gesture for you to make for your parents, isn't it?
Both my parents, you know, they worked quite hard. It's now for me to kind of do the same thing and really give them the opportunity that they didn't really get to have when they were younger, so they can enjoy more now. I've got quite a settled job, and now this is an opportunity to try and give something back, because I think that's what it's about.
Do you see a lot of your work ethic in Narinder?
Yes, he's a very hard-working boy and very honest and very caring.
You've lived together for 4 years. You never argue?
No. We normally have quite similar opinions of things.
You've had a busy life work-wise, Surinder, and Narinder's very busy at work too. Is your job very stressful?
It's very stressful, yes. Working quite long hours, so having a holiday home will be just kind of a break away from everything.
Next up, a spacious terrace makes a big impression.
This works actually really well. It's got fantastic space to eat out here and sunbathe here, and I can see us being here.
Narinder Bedi and his parents are looking to buy a holiday home here in the beautiful Murcia region of southern Spain that he and his friends and family can make the most of.
So far, I've shown Narinder and his mum Surinder 2 possible options for their budget of £70,000. Despite its advertised price of £68,000, the owners of this semi-detached villa on Matharon Country Club were happy to sell it for £60,000. But Narinder and Surinder felt the living space was too small. A first-floor apartment close to the beach at Balnuevo for just over £71,500 scored highly on location and living space, but a smaller second bedroom and the stairs up to the flat put them off. So I'm hoping the next property will really offer them everything they're after. We're heading 40 minutes east along the coast to Mar de Cristal. It's one of the many small holiday villages that have grown up on the shore of Europe's largest saltwater lake, the Mar Menor. Separated from the Med by a thin strip of land, La Manga, best known for hosting England's football team training, its calm, safe waters are ideal for Surinder's grandchildren. There are also a handful of beachside bars, shops and cafes, plus a good choice of sports facilities.
We're on the edge of the Mar Menor here, and the beach is literally just 2 minutes in that direction.
It's fantastic.
How does that sound as a location?
It's very good.
Yeah, it's very good,
Now, I brought you here to these sporting facilities because I thought this place would be not only great for you and your friends when you visit the place, be great for the grandchildren.
Yeah.
You could join this place for £24 a month, or if you don't want to pay a monthly fee, you can come and use the classes at £2.40 a session.
I think we use it quite a lot. There's the tennis courts and the gym and all these sort of pool facilities. I think it'd be quite useful for the kids as well.
Well, this place is going to be about a minute's walk from the property.
Oh, great.
Oh, great.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Come on.
There's a real mix of property here, from 60s apartment blocks to stylish low-rise contemporary developments. A top-notch villa with a pool can cost well over £400,000. But just 500 metres from the beach, we've found somewhere in this gated complex of 80 homes that could be bought on budget and I think could suit Narinder and his mum very nicely.
Little urbanisation. As you can see, you've got your own swimming pool here.
I love it, actually. I really do love it. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Yeah, it really is quite stunning.
It's beautiful.
It feels a small community, and it feels like quite Spanish as well.
Well, over 50% of the people living in this area are Spanish.
Okay.
This little complex was actually built 7 years ago. And the property I'm going to show you, if you were to buy it, you would be the first owners.
Oh, right, brilliant.
Oh, that's good.
Because when they started building these places, there was the crisis, things crashed, and the developer has held on to the apartments. Gradually, he's been selling them up. At the peak of the market, back in 2007, this property would have cost you around £152,000.
Wow, OK.
It's now available today at £72,700.
OK. And
the agents indicated they would be open to offers. The property, you can see it just there with the white curtains.
OK, brilliant.
So it's a first-floor apartment.
Fantastic.
It's got a lift for you, Surinder.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah?
Great.
Ready to head inside?
Let's do it.
The real selling point of this smart first-floor apartment is its large terrace overlooking the communal gardens, ideal for outdoor dining. Having never been lived in, the interior is fresh and bright with the open-plan living room and kitchen layout I know Narinder and his mum will like. There's a modern tiled bathroom and unlike the previous apartment, both bedrooms are spacious doubles and the master leads on to a second private terrace. At just under £73,000, it's slightly over budget, but I'm told the developer would shave a few £1,000s off the price.
I know living space is incredibly important to you guys, so I've tried to find you something that is marginally bigger.
Yes.
What are your impressions of this room?
Good size, very good size, like all the modern kind of furniture.
Yeah, I like it.
I normally like modern, but I'm not sure about it. I don't know, I felt that the other property that we saw was a bit more traditional. It felt more kind of homely. It feels to kind of...
Show home.
Yes, yeah.
You like this though, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well as it stands, this furniture isn't included.
Okay, so in terms of size, it's much better. You can actually put quite comfortably a sofa bed here and make it into essentially a 3-bedroom.
Okay. The terrace was quite small in the previous property, wasn't it?
Yep.
So I'll be interested to hear what you think about this outside space.
This works actually really well. It's got fantastic space to like eat out here and sunbathe here and look over the pool there. Yeah, I like this, yeah. I can see us being here.
Big, yeah.
Well, the balcony's a real hit. I hope the rest of the apartment goes down as well.
It's got quite a nice breakfast bar here, Surinder, so we'll be able to be in the kitchen talking to the family. Does your husband help with the cooking?
No.
What does he do?
Eating is there and sleeping is watching telly. That's it.
He eats, sleeps and watches
telly. That's it. Nothing to help me.
Go and have a look at the bedrooms and I'll see you afterwards.
Great, thank you. This is very nice, isn't it, Mum?
Yeah.
It's good. It's got a nice wardrobe and bedroom. A great terrace as well.
Yes.
Wow, it's a good sized room.
Yeah.
So it's actually bigger than 2 big rooms. Yeah.
Yeah. Brand new, therefore.
Yeah, and everything's brand new, yeah.
This apartment, with a large terrace just a couple of blocks from the beach, has the 2 good-sized bedrooms, the communal pool, and the lift Narinder and Surinder asked for. The asking price is over budget at just under £73,000, but I've been told an offer for their maximum budget of £70,000 could seal the deal.
So are those bedrooms big enough for you?
They were very good, yes. It's looking really promising and it's definitely got enough space for all the family to come together.
I know rental possibilities are something that you do want to consider, so I found out that comparable properties in this area are renting out for around £500 a week.
Oh, wow.
Peak season.
That's really good.
So how do we improve on this place?
A small garden for my mum, maybe, or even, you know, something slightly cheaper.
I thought our best bet was to head inland, where Narinder and Surinder's cash will go further. I'm taking them around 10 miles from the shore of the Marmanor to the Swish La Torre Golf Resort. Completed in 2005, it's a 346-acre gated development built around a pretty lake and 18-hole golf course. With everything from restaurants and bars to a supermarket and hairdressers, it's a self-contained holiday resort just 20 minutes drive from Murcia Airport.
As you can see, we're on a golf course.
Yes. I don't play golf, but my brother-in-law would love it here because the golf resort, and so would my nephew as well, because they're keen golfers. I think I'd probably use a lot of the other facilities that are here.
There's not just a golf course here, there are other things for the family too. Play area, swimming pool, cafe, restaurant, and great for rental potential here as well.
Yes, from that point of view I can see where it's attractive.
About 5 minutes in that direction, there is an Indian restaurant here that's also a supplier, wholesale supplier for herbs and spices.
Okay, that's good for you.
15 minutes from here is a Sikh temple.
That's great, that's for me.
Just for you?
Yeah, that's for me.
It's good for everybody, I think, because we can go there occasionally and do what we do in London as well.
Are you ready to head to the property?
Yes.
Come on.
There are an amazing 2,700 homes here, a mix of townhouses, villas and apartments. And although most are used as holiday homes, over 600 are occupied all year round. Roughly 50% of the owners are British, but the rest are a mix of Northern Europeans and Spaniards, which could appeal to Narinder and Surinder. The average 3-bedroom villa is priced at just under £200,000, but apartments are far more affordable, and we've found one that I think will fit the bill.
So here we are then, a 2-bedroom apartment with its own garden.
Okay, that's good.
And its own terrace overlooking the golf course and the swimming pool.
Okay.
This place is on the market just under £64,000.
Oh,
Okay, so it's
good
under
price.
budget, which is good.
And the agents told me you'd probably get this for around £60,000.
Oh,
Okay.
that's great.
Okay, great.
Maintenance charges here are slightly higher, £144 a month. But for that, you get your satellite television included, your internet, use of the swimming pool, maintenance of the grounds. There's an irrigation system in the garden, so you don't have to worry about watering the plants.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I'm going to leave this one to you guys. You're going to go and have a look for yourselves,
Okay.
and you can tell me exactly what you thought afterwards.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great.
This ground floor apartment with its own private garden and south-facing terrace is just a stone's throw from the communal pool. There are patio doors leading into a bright contemporary lounge diner and a separate compact galley kitchen. The shower room is a generous size and there are 2 large double bedrooms. When it went on the market 5 months ago, the asking price was £72,000. It's now just under £64,000, and that includes a secure underground parking space and all the furniture.
It's a big space. Better than what I expected. It's more open plan. Okay. It's a nice kitchen.
Nice kitchen, but it's small, is it?
It's
very
it is
small, is it?
Quite tight as well. It's not open plan.
Yeah.
Though the properties that we've seen, they've all been open plan and it works better for us. Okay, it's a good size.
Yeah.
It's actually a good size double. Yeah, it's good wardrobe space. It's quite light and bright.
Yeah.
I don't know, Mum. I'm still not sure though, because I guess if it was
3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms in a villa in this area, I think maybe we could consider it. It's good size room as well.
Yes, double bedrooms.
It's actually quite nice. It's a big bathroom. There's no bath here. Got a big pool. It's not as nice as the first floor apartment that we've seen. I think that was better for us because it was bigger and it felt nicer. We could look from the apartment down to the actual pool area.
This ground floor apartment with 2 bedrooms has the private garden Narinder and his mum wanted. At just under £64,000, it's already £6,000 under budget, and I'm told they could get it for £60,000.
How did you guys get on?
Good.
Yes.
It was nice. It was different to what we've seen before. It was not an open plan living room and kitchen area.
No.
I think for us, and my mum said it as well, I think an open plan living area would be
It's
more
preferable.
suitable. Yeah. I think now we've seen the one that's closer to the beach, I think I prefer that one.
Okay, so if you had to choose an apartment, then it would be the property
Yes,
closest to the beach.
yeah. Ideally, we'd like to see a 3-bedroom property. I think that would give us a basis for comparison.
Up next, we might just have found Narinder's dream home.
I have my little double bed here, my little fridge, yeah. It's been my own little getaway.
Today we're helping mother and son team Surinder and Narinder Bedi from London find a holiday home for the whole family here in the magnificent Murcia region of Spain's Mediterranean coast.
So far, I've shown Narinder and Surinder 4 options for their cash budget of £70,000. They felt this semi-detached villa at Matheron Country Club on the market for £68,000 was too small. A first-floor apartment for just over £71,500 near the beach at Balnuevo was ruled out because of its stairs and small second bedroom. And a ground-floor garden apartment on the La Torre Golf Resort advertised at just under £64,000 wasn't open plan enough. But a first-floor beach apartment with a large terrace advertised for just under £73,000, which I'm told they could get for less, is a definite contender. So I've got one last chance to see if I can better it. I know Narinder and his mum's original dream was to find a 3-bedroom villa, and I'm not going to let them down. We're heading to the small town of Cecina. This traditional Spanish community has become more international over the last 15 years, and today 35% of residents are expats. Just 10 miles from the beach, it offers plenty of bars, restaurants and shops for holiday makers.
Guys, welcome to Cecina. It's a busy Spanish town with everything you could possibly need here on your doorstep. We're about 15-20 minutes from the airport. You don't need a car if you're here because there's public transport. For £3.20 you can get the bus to the beach.
great.
It's great.
It's good for you. Yeah. It's really conveniently placed, and it feels like quite a nice homely town.
So shall we head to the property?
Yes, let's do it.
Come on.
Developers started building properties in Sathina around 10 years ago to attract foreign buyers, and 2 golf courses were also opened. But the crash of 2008 hit hard here, with prices falling up to 50%. It's the perfect place to pick up a bargain, and in an urbanisation of 250 houses on the edge of town, I think we've found one that could be perfect.
So here we are at the 5th and final property. It's a 3-bedroom, semi-detached villa.
Great.
With its own swimming pool.
Great.
Yes.
Fantastic.
It's very good because it's on the road, near the town.
Is it over our budget?
The property's price currently at £72,000. It's only been on the market for 6 months.
Okay.
So I think you would probably be able to get this, according to the agent, for somewhere between £60,000 and £72,000.
Okay.
Lots of smiles all round.
Yes.
Let's hope you're still smiling when we're inside.
Brilliant.
Okay.
This semi-detached corner villa with its own patio garden and private pool seems to have everything Narinder and Surinder asked for, and plenty of room for the whole family to holiday together. The living area has the open-plan layout they like, with a fitted kitchen at the far end. There are 2 generous double bedrooms and a family bathroom on the ground floor, while up an external staircase there's an ensuite master with the bonus of a private sun terrace. Despite the £72,000 asking price, it's been on the market for 6 months, and I'm told the Scottish owner is happy to consider much lower offers.
So come on in, you've got a front garden area here,
Great.
potential off-street parking here,
Fantastic.
and here's your
And a
pool.
great pool. A great pool, yeah. That's good, isn't it?
That's very good.
Yeah. This is nice.
No,
I like
it's
this.
You're surprised?
Yes.
really surprised.
It's like our home. It's exactly like how we've got right now.
Yeah.
It's really big. I like this. It feels really open, really spacious. Great light coming in. That's really great outside as well. Looking out there, you don't actually feel like you're in an urbanisation. It feels like you've got so much space around you.
Yeah.
Which is what our house is like in London too.
You've got 2 bedrooms and a bathroom.
Okay.
And then your 3rd bedroom is accessed independently just up these stairs. So up here you've got an additional terrace, great outside space.
Fantastic.
So your 3rd bedroom with its own bathroom.
Yeah.
Is up here?
Great space. Could be my own little getaway. I have my little double bed here. My little fridge, yeah. For a big family like ours, this is more practical. Big living space, a couple of bathrooms, and this space here is great too.
Go and have a look at the bedrooms downstairs, try and get a really good feel for the place, and I'll meet up with you back out the front.
Great.
Okay, great.
It's a nice space, huh?
Yeah, nice view and eating here
Yeah, it's
together.
a big terrace so we can all eat together.
Yeah.
And mountains in the distance. It's really nice. It's a really big double. The more I'm seeing, the more I like it. Everybody can come here, everybody's got their own space. Yeah, man, this really works. It's big enough for you and it's open plan.
Ready for dinner, ready for breakfast.
This villa with a private pool, sun terrace and 3 bedrooms has the space Narinder and his mum Surinder are after for their big family holidays. Although the asking price of £72,000 is more than they wanted to spend, I'm confident they could get it comfortably inside their £70,000 budget.
So, how was it?
Very good. Great space, more practical for us. It's a villa, which is something that we wanted. It's got its own pool, which is great. So yeah, it's got a lot going for it.
Why don't you guys go away, sit down, talk things through, maybe write a list of pros and cons. Then we can meet up later to see where you're going to go from here.
I've shown Narinder and his mum Surinder 5 properties here in Spain's Murcia region for their £70,000 budget. A semi-detached villa at Matharon Country Club with an asking price of £68,000 got the thumbs down because it was too small. A first-floor apartment near the beach in Bolnuevo for just over £71,500 was ruled out because of the stairs up to the front door and a small second bedroom. And the layout of a garden apartment for just below £64,000 on La Torre Golf Resort just didn't work for them. But this beach apartment with a large terrace in Mar de Cristal on the market for just under £73,000 and a villa with a pool in Sathina with an asking price of £72,000, both of which could be bought for less, were definite contenders. I can't wait to hear what Narinder and Surinder have decided.
We spent a long time yesterday going over everything, and really it's been a battle between two properties that we really liked. The first floor apartment near the beach, very open plan, which we like, had a great terrace, two very good sized double bedrooms. It had a lot going for it. And then the second property was the 3-bedroom villa. It was very close to what we're looking for, and it's kind of what we imagined to be out in Spain.
Do you have a favourite?
Yes, yeah, we've got the final property that I think that we saw was the best one. While the apartment offered us the ability to be close to the beach, the villa with the pool was more practical given the number of people that we wanted to bring out here. So ultimately that was the decision.
So this sounds really exciting.
Yes.
How are we moving forward from here? What would you like to do?
We'd like to make quite a cheeky offer to start with, about £50,000.
Wow, OK, an offer of £50,000. You know it's on the market for £72,000.
Yes.
How did you come to that figure?
We've seen how long it's been on the market for, and it hasn't actually had any offers in the past. And back in London, I also put in quite a cheeky offer on my own property, and then renegotiated as I progressed through it. So I think if I start at a base where I'm quite comfortable with, then hopefully we could come to a middle playing field.
Let's not waste any time. I'm going to call the agent. Hi Paul, it's Laura calling from A Place in the Sun. I'm just phoning because I'm with Narinder and Surinder, who viewed the 3-bedroom villa with a pool, and they would like to put forward an offer, please. Their offer is £50,000. Brilliant. Thanks very much, Paul. Hope to speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye. He said he personally thinks it might be a little on the low side.
Okay.
But he is going to talk to them, so
Okay.
we'll wait and see what they say.
Great. Sounds
Okay,
good.
that's good.
How does it feel that you're one step closer to owning your holiday home?
Feels great. Feels really good.
Hello? Hi, Paul. Right, OK. OK, thank you very much, Paul. Thanks for your help. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye. Unfortunately, it isn't good news. The offer has been rejected.
Okay.
However, they've been pretty straightforward and said the absolute rock bottom they would come to is £60,000.
Okay.
They feel like they're prepared to meet
halfway.
somewhere in the middle.
I'd like to give it a few days and see how things develop, and then perhaps consider putting in a slightly higher offer.
You're ready to play the negotiating game.
Yes.
Don't wait too long, because things are taking a turn here in Spain. Properties are selling, and I would hate for you guys to miss out, especially when you found something that you see working for you and the whole family.
Okay.
Narinder and Surinder returned home and were mulling over what price to suggest for the second offer, when unfortunately another buyer offered £60,000. The offer was accepted, and sadly Narinder and Surinder were pipped at the post. They plan on continuing their search to find their dream holiday home.